Hi there, I hope you're having a good day and welcome back to another video. Got another comparison today, and I already know this is going to be a tough one, but that's also why we got to do it. And to finalize a decision between two of the best performing shoes out there, the Nike PG6 and the Adidas Harden Volume 6. So this one was from a few of the comparisons I requested before in the comments. I also saw a few comments about Harden 6 versus Dame 8. Hopefully what I'm about to say answers that as well. Based on my experience, the Harden Volume 6 is the best performer out of the Adidas basketball shoes. And although there are many good options from Nike, the PG6 is probably the best universal choice that checks the box in all categories to fit more people's needs. Again, this really is a heavyweight battle because both are excellent shoes to hoop in. So let's get right into it. Starting off with the cushioning, the PG6 uses full-length Nike React, and the Harden Volume 6 features full-length Boost. The setup feels very responsive on both shoes. Compared to the PG5, the PG6 feels much softer, especially around the collar. The Achilles cushion pads surrounding the ankle area on the Harden 6 also works really well, almost like a memory foam type of feeling, a much improved comfort from the Harden Volume 5. So if I absolutely have to pick one here, I guess the Harden 6 is slightly better. Just Boost itself is hard to beat, also great impact protection too. Next up, the traction, which I know is the most important performance aspect to a lot of you. Both traction patterns work really well. The herringbone pattern on the Harden 6 is pretty squeaky indoors and durable for outdoor play. On a side note, from traction alone, I would have already taken the Harden 6 over the Dame 8 actually. The PG6 works just as good in this aspect. They can get you to a hard stop and have a very good grip consistently. Now moving on to the materials and fit, this is where I think the major differences start to come in. Let's start with materials. So in this comparison, the PG6 has more breathable materials. At least it sure feels that way. The materials on the Harden 6 is not the most practical out there. They didn't go with the typical thin mesh upper. Some colorways have some suede on there, so breathability, if I was to be picky, is probably the biggest downside of the Harden Volume 6. So in terms of weight, that makes the Harden 6 heavier than the PG6 as well. With the fit, the PG6 fits true to size, so you can safely go with whichever size you normally wear. The Harden 6, I would recommend going down a half size if your feet is normal width. But if you have wide feet, you can perhaps stick true to size, but I think you should definitely not size up with these because just like other Adidas basketball shoes, like the Trae Young 1 and Dame 8, heel slippage might be an issue. You definitely want to avoid that because if the fit isn't right, it just affects everything about how you play. So keep that in mind. Do try a pair on in store if you can. The Harden Volume 6 is more expensive at $140 US. Some colorways like the black and white ones retail for like $10 more. I don't know why. The PG6 is $110. In my opinion, it's very good value for its price. So overall, between these two top performers, which one do I think is better? It's probably one of the toughest comparisons I've done, but I'm gonna go with the PG6 for this one. Easier fit, lighter with better breathability, and also more affordable. Out of the big three from Adidas basketball shoes, that are all great shoes by the way, I think the Harden Volume 6 is already the best performer. So they're definitely an excellent option too. Very wide foot friendly, amazing traction, and Boost setup. I guess you can really think of this comparison as the best Adidas hoop shoe versus arguably the best from Nike as of now. That's all for this video. Again, please let me know if there's any other comparison that you'd like to see. I will always give you an answer, or at least I'll explain why I think that way. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. B.